Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today I'm going back in time. It's the 1970s styled McDonald's fried chicken, and we're going to top this off with a really nice homemade slaw. Alright, pretty easy to do. Let's just get on with that. Alright, first thing we need to do is make up our coleslaw dressing. I've got 1 egg yolk. I'm adding in 2 teaspoons worth of garlic powder, about 3 teaspoons worth of onion powder, about 1.5 teaspoons worth of salt. Yep, we need that. And I'm going to add in half a teaspoon's worth of ground white pepper, and I'm also going to add in same again of black pepper. Alright, so we're going to add in about half a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon's worth of Dijon mustard, and we're going to add in about 2 tablespoons worth of apple cider vinegar. Right, pretty simple so far. I'm going to add in 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. Now, don't finish your oil off at this point. We might need just a little bit more. We need to see how this all blends up. Stick mixer in a jug, give that a quick hit up and down a little bit. It's a little bit loose at this point. Alright, we've probably got a little bit too much vinegar in there, but the flavour is perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add in a little bit more oil, probably around about 1/4, maybe 1/3 of a cup, and we just want a nice consistency to our dressing. Alright, so just give that a little bit more of a jiggle whiz with our stick mixer, and it'll thicken up a little bit more with that oil. The egg yolk acts as an emulsifier. As you can see, our dressing's not too thick, not too thin. That goes back into the refrigerator. Alright, breadcrumbs, about this much. That's all I can really say to you. It's going to be a couple of cups worth, and I'm just using store-bought, really cheap as breadcrumb. Alright, nothing really special. Alright, let's get our seasoning in. We're going to add in about 2 tablespoons worth of thyme. We're going to add in about 1 teaspoon's worth of dried rosemary, okay, and about 1 tablespoon's worth of dried parsley. That can go in, and about 1 teaspoon's worth of dried oregano. I'm also going to add in about 2 teaspoons worth of dried dill. Okay, that goes in. Pretty simple. And of course, being McDonald's, we need some salt. We're going to add in about 2 to 3 teaspoons worth, depending on how healthy you want to be. 2 teaspoons worth of black pepper, and about 1 teaspoon's worth of white pepper. That all goes straight in on top of our breadcrumb. As you can see, it's in a little food processor. We're going to give that a good whizzy whiz, just like that. Incorporate all those flavors together, and that is going to be our crumb for our McDonald's style southern fried chicken. Alright, got a new food processor, and I've got half an onion, and this is the first recipe I have done with this, but I have done this before with my old unit, so bear with me as I'm learning how to use this new unit. Alright, half a white onion that goes in, 1 carrot, and we're just going to finally grate that once again using the food processor. Alright, really simple to do. This is a very easy dish to do, by the way, and I'm going to use about 100 to 150 grams worth of cabbage, and I'm just putting that through the slicer mode. Right, pretty simple. And my old one used to have a little chipper type option, which worked absolutely perfectly. They don't offer that with these new units, and I'll probably do a review on this in a little while. So just keep shredding your cabbage down just like that. Alright, pretty simple to do, and everything is done. If you want to do this by hand, go for it. You can use a grater and a knife and do all of that. If you don't have one of these, and I've got this on the New Year's special, so it's absolutely perfect. Alright, we're going to add all those ingredients into a bowl, just like that. As you can see, lots of cabbage, little bit of carrot, and a minuscule bit of the onion. Just a really nice mix. But what really makes this slaw is going to be our dressing that we have just made, packed full of flavour. Give all of that a good mixy mix, just like that. Pretty easy to do, and I have saved the egg whites from the egg yolk that we needed to make our dressing, because we need that egg white just for probably one of our next sort of steps. Alright, add in our dressing just like that. As you can see, it's not quite a mayonnaise, it's just a really nice combination in between. Okay, add that straight in on top of all that slaw mix that we just made up, and we're going to give that all a good stir just like that. Alright, we're going to give this a little bit of time for all the flavors to infuse, and everyone to get to know each other. Right, pretty simple. Okay, and if you haven't made your own slaw before, you don't know what you're missing. Having it so fresh and straight from the fruit shop or even the farm, right? It's the best. Little bit of salt, just like that, to taste. If you don't want to add that, don't have to. Right, and all I'm simply going to do is put it in the refrigerator for a little bit of time. Right, I've got a rack on a baking dish with some baking paper underneath. I've added 1 whole egg to our egg whites that we took out of our egg, and I'm just going to dunk in some chicken drumsticks. I'm going to put that into our egg, and going to cover that with those beautiful herbs and our breadcrumb, and the breadcrumb actually ends up being really nice and fine. Alright, take that off and put that onto a baking dish. Now, back in the 70s, they would have fried this, and we're trying to be a little bit healthier here, believe it or not. We're just going to put these in the oven. Our oven is sitting at 180 to 190 degrees, and depending on the size of your drumstick, if they're smaller, go 190. If they're nice and fat like some of these ones are, 180 degrees will be absolutely fine. Right, so we're just going to crumb those just like that, really simple, and they're going to go into the oven for around about 35 to 40 minutes depending on the size. Alright, so they can go in, they're going to come out, they're going to look like that, they're going to be nice and hard and crunchy on the outside. They're not going to be golden brown like the 1970s where they cooked it in beef tallow and all the rest of it, but I'll tell you what, you're going to serve these up with a couple of crinkles and a little bit of slaw, and there you go. You've got KP's 1970s style McDonald's fried chicken with a homemade slaw. Love to see you try and make this one at home. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, gives me confidence, should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Hit that notifications bell to be notified every time a new video goes up. Share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. Leave a comment, love reading, love responding to them. In the meantime, if you want to learn how to make maybe a throwback recipe, just like I'm trying to do right here, we need to come and join the family. My family, hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. After eating my 1970s style McDonald's fried chicken with a homemade slaw, and I will catch you next time. Bye.